squid ink, uni butter, homemade fresh pasta. There's nothing better. So we've got ourselves some cuttlefish ink. Ugh. Let's crack this puppy open. Holy cow. Just get a look. That's like pure darkness. It's literally just, there's like no soul in this. This is death. I'm not even exaggerating, and the camera's not lying either. It's just so dark. Holy cow. But it smells like the ocean, which is awesome. So we're just gonna get our eggs going. 3 eggs and a tablespoon of our squid ink. It's wild looking. I was just reading about it earlier, and apparently it's actually dark brown. It's not black.
Cool beans.
Completely black eggs. That's crazy looking. We're just gonna be making our basic flour dough here. Pasta dough, which is 2 cups of all-purpose flour. A little tiny pinch of salt. Give that a tiny little stir. Egg, squid ink into the little tiny well in the middle. My tablespoon is being occupied by squid ink, so I'm gonna use the teaspoon. Just do 1 and a little bit. There we go. Now, what I like to do, get this out of the way, is to just give it a little stirring and kind of get it all incorporated in there. With my dirty hands, let's do this. Put it on the dough hook, lock that bad boy in place, and turn it on low. This will be going for about 10 minutes. All right, so it's been 10 minutes. We've got our dough looking really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this guy off and pull it up so you can see it. Oh man. Oh yeah. Like a little baby. All right, so 10 minutes, this dough looks literally wild to me. It's just straight up black dough. And we're gonna leave it in this bowl, actually, for another 30 minutes. So, let's see if we can pop this off. There we go. Gonna cover this with some tin foil, because my wife doesn't believe in plastic wrap. There we go. Tuck him away into a whatever the heck you want, and let him sit for 30 minutes. Voila. All right, so a staple piece of this dinner obviously is the uni, which, as you can see here, is extremely expensive. $12 for, what is this? This is like 1/8 of an ounce or something. I have no idea. It's so expensive though. And I guess that's just because it's very hard to get. Never bought uni before, but stuff looks pretty cool, right? Fun fact, this is actually the testicle, I believe, of a sea urchin. So, can't say eat that every day, but it should be good, should be delicious. I'm pretty excited about it. So we're actually gonna get started over here on our uni butter cream. Now this is gonna be going into our sauce, obviously, at some point, but we're gonna just get started on it. We've got ourselves some butter. And I'm gonna go with all of the uni because we're never gonna use it for anything else. Look at that stuff. That's just so wild to me. Wow. I think I do have to just taste a little piece for science. All right, here we go. It's cold. Oh my gosh, just putting my tongue to the, literally just touching it with my tongue, it tastes like the ocean. It tastes like I just dunked my tongue into the Caribbean Sea. That's very salty. I'm gonna put that in our dish. It's just us eating it, so it doesn't really matter. All right. I can see how this is gonna taste amazing though, but I'm not sure that I wanna eat that just now. A little bit of heavy cream, which I'm going to do just a little bit. All right, I don't know if you guys can tell during that, but the butter is kind of a little hard still, so I'm gonna give it a little taste, see what it's like. It really tastes good. It tastes like, I just don't, there's no better way to describe it than that it tastes exactly like the ocean does. Like it's just like salt water straight down my throat. All right. I'm gonna leave the butter in there. It'll melt down or something. We'll see. But that's that for now. All right, so it's been 30 minutes since the pasta went in, and take a gander. Doesn't look different at all. It's not bread, so it's not gonna rise or anything like that. We're gonna cut this into 4 even sections. And we're gonna just get to work on one while this one sets aside over here. Get that nice and covered. Got myself a bread rolling pin here. Just a rolling pin. Give it a nice stroke with some flour, and we're gonna roll this thing out just to get it started. Once we've got a decently thin little guy that's kind of floured, not insanely floured, we're gonna bring it over to our pasta roller and put it through. Start on the lowest setting here, which is 1. Turn it on to the lowest speed, and we're going to just push it right through. And you should see already it's just dramatically thinner. Now what we're going to do, this is key, fold it on itself and put it through again. Might blow out a hole through the top here, watch this. Yep. And then do it again. And through. Now that we've got 2 passes through, we're good. So we're going to go to level 2, which is just a little bit thinner. And we're gonna work our way all the way up through the levels. It maxes out at 8, but I think we'll stop at 7. Look at this dough though. Isn't that wild? All right, so now that our pasta has been successfully rolled out, we're going to pop off this attachment and switch it out with our cutting attachment. Get that on there, screw it And right on through. Oh my gosh, look at that. Looks so good. Yep. Look at that. Beautiful fettuccine. Perfectly cut. Go buy a KitchenAid. So we've got our water boiling over here. We're just gonna get this going, and then all we've got left is our sauce. So let's do it. All right, we finally get into the fun stuff here. So I've got a little Sabor de España, aka Taste of Spain olive oil here. We're gonna hit it, oh yeah, nice and mediumly heavy. That smells really good. Now, we've got our shallot we prepared earlier. In we go. Make sure you get all that in there. Nothing smells better than cooking onions. All right? These are shallots, you moron. So we don't really want these to burn and or get too crispy, so I'm gonna turn the heat down just a little bit. Yeah. We just want them to saute a little bit. Gonna crack open a cold one here. Sponsored by Kroger Seltzer. Nice and lukewarm, just the way I like it. Garlic in the garlic press. Crush that in there. Pro tip, just put another one in there and it'll push the rest out. And then there we go. If you thought it smelled good before, you're in for a rude awakening. So this is a special little spice we got imported today from the Basque region of France for this dish specifically.
Hello, peasants.
So I'm gonna pop the top on that. That smells really good. Can you get that smell? It's basically, I guess, just a spicy pepper. It's kind of like red pepper flakes, but from France. Bringing in the big boys for today. We've got Wheatley vodka. I'd normally deglaze with a little bit of white wine, but we're out, so we're going to be using just a splash of this vodka. Oh yeah. And now I'm going to hit it with just a couple dashes of this $1,000 bottle of chili pepper. That's really fragrant. It smells really good. Into the water we go. Kind of looks like squid going in there, huh? Alright, so, mother trucker. I'm getting all that pasta water in there. Alright, so we've got our pasta in there with a little bit of caramelized onions, and last thing we're going to do, besides just giving a little stir here, is we're going to add our butter, our uni butter and cream. Holy cow, look at this. Doesn't that look just absolutely ridiculous? Oh my gosh. I honestly think I would do Vin 99 proud here tonight. But I'm gonna give it a taste test, see if it needs anything. Definitely needs a little bit of salt. Which is surprising. But that is the first time we added any straight up salt into this dish. I'm also going to add a little bit more pasta water. I'm also making the executive game time decision here to add a little bit more cream because I want it to be more of a sauce. A little more saucy. It'll all come together real nice here. More salt, more cream, more chili pepper. Yep. That's exactly what the doctor freaking ordered. Holy cow. That's so good. It's amazing how salt makes things better. Alright, so I'm going to try to plate this as cool as I possibly can. We'll see how it goes. You know what? I'm more of a tong guy myself anyways. Plating's not going to be perfect here, but that's alright. Oh my gosh. How does that look? Now, the final aspect, final element of this dish. Just a little bit of chive. Ain't the beer cold? Look at that. That looks so good. All right. The moment we've all been waiting for. Is this the best dish I've ever made in my entire life? We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead. Dig right in here. I love myself some chives, so this is perfect. It's so good. This is, I guess, just one of the best dishes I've ever made in my life, currently. The saltiness and the ocean taste, the ocean vibe, I guess, of the uni really comes through. It just tastes like I'm eating a plate of ocean water that's been transformed into pasta. So if you like the ocean, I think you'd like this dish. Yep. That's so good. 10 out of 10. All right, guys. If you like what you saw, feel free to like and subscribe for more epic pasta content.